Well, hello there, Secret Agent Fluffs. Riv here, and we're going to talk about how Anthro Weekend Utah 2023 was quite possibly the perfect furry convention. Now, I know that's a pretty bold statement calling anything perfect, and nothing is absolutely perfect, but I think Anthro Weekend Utah 2023 was the closest to a perfect furry convention that I've ever experienced, and here's why. The first thing is Anthro Weekend Utah's legendary theme integration. They have always been amazing at this. This year's theme was Double a Woo 7. You got it, a secret agent theme. And like every other year, the theme is integrated into the entire convention from beginning to end. For opening ceremonies, there's a whole storyline they lay out. There are mysteries and puzzles you can solve by going around the convention center and talking to staff throughout the course of the convention. And the story all wraps up at closing ceremonies. No other con that I've ever been to does it this well. Let's be honest, at some furry conventions, the theme is really just an afterthought. Convention themes are important, and Anthro Weekend Utah is the best at making that theme a fun, integral part of the entire convention experience. Okay, the next super awesome thing they did seems like a simple thing, but it's such a big deal. It's the convention badges. Yes, if you pre-register at Anthro Weekend Utah, I know this is going to be a huge shock. Get ready for it. They mail them to you. Yes, you get your badge in the mail. Take note of this, other conventions. Then when you show up at the convention, all you have to do is go up to a little station and you scan the barcode on the back of your badge, you scan the barcode on the back of your state-issued ID, and now you're checked in for the con. That's it. No lines, nothing. I mean, I'm sure if you registered at the door there were lines, but it took me seconds. Every con should be doing this, and I don't know why they aren't. And I'm sure there's some excuses like, well, you'd have to do the thing, and well, it would be inconvenient because of this. And no, it's not. Just do it. It can be done. If Anthro Weekend Utah can do it, other cons can do it too. There's no excuse for making people stand in lines up to a couple hours unnecessarily when you can just mail them their badges. It's such a great idea, and it worked so well. All right, another super awesome idea that I haven't seen at any other cons. Seems like a simple thing, but it's really a big deal, especially for fursuiters. It was the room keys. The room keys are a con-themed bracelet actually designed by an artist for the con instead of the typical room card. If you are a fursuiter, this is a big deal. You can just put your room key on your wrist for the whole con and you're never going to lose it. You don't have to worry about what you're going to do with the plastic key while you're fursuiting. It's a genius idea. Again, something that every other con should think about adopting. All right, continuing on the awesomeness of Anthro Weekend Utah. The next thing is the merch, especially the stuff you get at higher registration tiers. I got the alpha registration. I normally don't buy the super high registration at cons because I don't think it's worth it. At Anthro Weekend Utah, it is. The merch is amazing. I think all of it was super high quality. It was really cool. They even gave everyone a custom fitted pair of shoes designed for an artist specifically for the con. I am betting these are going to become collector's items someday. They also had these cool little figurines that people eventually started realizing were a USB drive. It's actually a 128 gigabyte USB drive, and it's kind of hidden in the head, and you have to discover how to remove the USB, but it was super cool. And there was a belt, and there was a deck of custom playing cards, and there, of course, was a t-shirt, and there were buttons and pins, and a whole bunch of really high-quality merch. A lot of cons you go to, even if you buy a higher registration tier, let's be honest, the merch is just cheap plastic garbage. Anthro Weekend Utah goes above and beyond to make sure if you pay that extra money for the higher level registration tiers, you get your money's worth of merch. And there was also an alpha dinner that was really good, like nice, fancy catered food. Excellent job, Anthro Weekend Utah. All right, moving on. Why else was Anthro Weekend Utah possibly the perfect con? Super awesome. Well, and this is my opinion only, and some people may disagree, I love the fact that it's a rated PG, family-friendly con. That means no one's excluded. If you're into the adult side of the fandom, it means you can do whatever you want in the privacy of your hotel room. You just can't do it on the con floor or wear suggestive clothing items. That makes it safe for kids and families, and there were a lot of kids and families there. It was so cool to see the kids walking around in their dino masks and their fursuit heads, some of which they'd made themselves, interacting with the fursuiters and just having a great time. Me personally, I really enjoy PG cons for this reason. Nobody's excluded and everybody feels safe and welcome. The other great thing about it is just the size and the location. The con takes place in Layton, Utah at the Davis Convention Center. It's a nice convention center directly attached to a hotel, and there are overflow hotels right across the street. It's super convenient. There's also a ton of places to eat around, and it's just a really nice place to be. The size of the con this year, as most cons do, grew considerably from around 1,400 last year to a little over 1,800 this year. It was still a very nice size. It didn't feel overwhelming. It didn't feel too big like MFF and Anthrocon can feel like. It just felt like a warm, friendly, fun environment. And last, just the overall vibe of the con was amazing. It just felt so friendly. Everyone was just having a great time and were being super cool to each other. There was no drama, there was no weirdness, there was just a good time for everybody. And I loved it. I love that about this con every year. It's just the perfect con experience for me. And it might not be for you, but I would highly recommend if you're somewhere in the Mountain West area or you're willing to jump on a flight from elsewhere in the country or the world, check out Anthro Weekend Utah. Thank you as always to our super incredible, amazing secret agent patrons. You keep this channel going and growing. And we are forever appreciative of your generosity. If you might like to consider becoming a patron, there is a link in the description. All right, enough of me talking. We've got general fluffy silliness from the convention floor. We've got dance comp, and we've got the full fursuit parade at the end of the video. So check out as much as you'd like to. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Until then, you stay safe and stay fluffy.
It's been almost a year since I've seen my best friend. When ARC was picked up by the mobile Anthro agents of worldwide secrecy as a new operative, I had to follow. There's no place where that coyote can't find trouble, and if trouble is there, a cat is likely close by.
When I was recruited, I took on the code name of 007, James Bark.
I took the codename San Diego, Carver San Diego. Ark is still missing, but I know that wherever he is, he's doing the right thing. Wild as that coyote may be, he's got a good heart. I know I can trust him. A new mission.
is out of place here. That is not a furry. That appears to be Michael Myers. And he is intently staring. And someone has started a wooing, and he does not care, for he is Michael Myers.
always changing.